computer's being weird. Merry Christmas Eve. I have Harley here to help me do the question video. I'm nervous for this. I haven't talked to you guys this long ever. You can see his tongue sticking out. He's ready. Okay, I put all your questions into a Word document. Okay, so the first question is, what were you like as a teenager? I glanced at these one time so I could be candid with you guys. I was nerdy as a teenager. I was fandom obsessed then. I was just really into NSYNC back then. That was when I first started writing fan fiction, was NSYNC fan fiction. I didn't go to parties as a teenager. I did not ever sneak out of the house. I was never grounded. I was a very good kid. Didn't start driving until I was 17 just because I didn't feel like it. Yeah, I was in color guard in high school too. So I just hung out with band kids. That was awesome. Just find people who like the same stuff you do and you'd be good to go. Okay, next question. When was the first time you watched Supernatural? And we're like, yes, I'd let that show ruin my life. It was just about a year ago, actually. I worked at Barnes & Noble, and a couple people there watched it, and I was already into Doctor Who and Sherlock, and so I thought I may as well complete the trifecta of life ruiners. I started watching it, and pretty much right away, the first episode, I'm a person who I don't start a new show unless I'm ready to commit to it, because I know how my brain works, and my brain works in a way that I get obsessed, obviously. It's bad. So yeah, about a year ago. Same person asked. This was Sim. I like you, Sim. Are you an angel? Because that would explain a lot. No, I'm definitely not an angel. I'm just a big dork. Yeah, no. Harley is, though. He's a little... and then you also asked, will you be my best friend? And yes, of course. You know, Harley's my dog best friend, but I need a person best friend, so let's be best friends. Somebody asked, and I don't know if this was meant for the video or not, but I'm going to be lazy and answer it here. How did you work up the courage to post your stories? I mean, it might just be me, but I have some kind of fear of someone else reading what I've written. That's for sure. I really want to start posting online because what's the point of writing something if no one's going to read it, right? But I can't seem to work up the courage. Do you have any advice? It's hard. It's hard to get the courage to post stuff, for sure. I think, you know, when you first start, if you just start a blog for writing, it's a little less pressure because you start and you have 0 followers. So you're just kind of putting stuff out there, hoping someone will see it. And then the good thing is that the people who start following you obviously liked it. And so, you know, start small, and just make yourself put it out there and yeah, you know, just putting it out there for a couple people at first, and then it'll get less scary. It's always a little scary, but, you know, I think it's worth it. And also, in terms of what's the point of writing if no one's going to see it, you know, write for yourself first, would be my advice, which obviously you like to do if you're putting it out there. But yeah, always make it for you first. And this one's tough. I don't know if I have an answer for this one still. If you could ask a single person one question and they had to answer truthfully, who and what would you ask? Oh, my brain just realized that maybe I could do fictional characters. I was going to cheat and say ask the doctor his name, but do we want to know his name? I don't know. I might get back to you on this one just in a text post. Somebody asked, in all capitals, and they really meant business. Wait, there's a Geek Chat. Can I join? There's been a couple Geek Chats just of people from Fort City just wanting to hang out during the day on Geek Chats. However, the legendary and awesome T has recently made a Google Hangout, which you can fit 100 people in those. And she made a post about it. I'm going to reblog it or link to it or something sometime soon. So if anybody wants to just be hanging out with other Kazies all day long, you can do that. So I'll do that really soon. I'm not sure if this was related to Lucky Penny or if it's just because you're in season 8, but you asked, Did anyone even like Amelia from season 8? I'm halfway through it and having mixed feelings about her. And my answer is meh. I think the problem for me with Amelia is that they were putting that in the same episode and stuff with Dean's Purgatory timeline, which to me was so much more engaging and interesting. And so every time it cut to Sam and Amelia, I love Sam. And then it was like all domestic and kind of boring. That's rude. But I don't know. That's my thoughts on Amelia. She's okay. I don't know. She's not Benny. Where did you get those zebra footy pajamas? My sister loves zebras, and that would be a great gift idea if I ever need one. Hope the holidays aren't stressing you out too much. I just finished my wrapping, so I am not stressed at all. I actually got those 2 years ago for Christmas as a gift from my mother. I don't know where she got them. I will ask her, though, for you. Probably online somewhere. You could Google footy pajamas? I don't know. How did you find so many songs that fit so well in your ficklets? Ficklets. That's cute. I listen to music like all day long. People can't talk to me because I have headphones in all day. It's rude of me. So I'm just listening to music all day, and basically I'll just write stuff down. And like if I hear a song that reminds me of something, sometimes the song will remind me of a story, or sometimes the story, something in it will make me think of a song that'll fit perfect. It's not one or the other. They just come. And sometimes I have to spend more time than I should thinking of theme songs, because now I'm doing theme songs with I don't know. Don't leave me! No, you have to stay with me forever. Harley, I still have Cookie. Okay, you're part of this with me. Sit down. Lay down, baby. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. My slave. Okay. This was from last week. Last week I just got a bunch of questions. Like it was question hour. It was awesome. And I didn't answer them yet. So I'm doing it now because I'm lazy. What do you think of the Supernatural cast? A+, man. 2 thumbs up for the Supernatural cast. You know, sometimes you'll see casts who are like, we're best friends with each other. But then you find out that's not true. But for 10 years, they've been saying this. And, like, they've been to enough events and stuff that I don't think you can BS that anymore. And, like, how awesome they are, you know? Just chill out, dude. And so I think they're awesome. Does anybody think they're not awesome? Somebody said, hey, love, if you could talk with Cass for a minute, what would it be? And the first answer in my head that I would ask him is, what does Dean smell like? So, I'm sorry, that's where my brain went. But he knows what they smell like, you guys. Don't you want to know what Sam and Dean smell like? Because I do. There's probably better questions I could ask somebody who's been to heaven and talked to other angels and stuff than what a dude smells like. But that's a lot of pressure in 1 minute. Somebody said, I have something important to say. Kiwi! Nah, JK, if you were a vegetable, what vegetable would you be? And why would you be that vegetable? Stay with me. So, I hate vegetables. I have the taste buds of a 12-year-old. I don't like salad. I hate lettuce. I didn't try salad till I was 18, I think. But I was right. I don't like it. I do like potatoes. Green beans are okay. Peas are okay. Probably potato, though, because potatoes turn into stuff people do like french fries and mashed potatoes. Again, this is me being lazy. Somebody asked, do you have any angsty Sam fics? I have a couple. Not like Riptide level angst. I have a couple. I will link them after this. Good boy. But I also wanted to let you guys know in video form that I have at least 2 Sam series ideas in my brain that I'm going to be doing angsty for you because he's due. It's his turn. Those are coming in the new year. Somebody asked, how long have you been writing? What did you begin writing about? If you took any classes for your writing, like in college, what were they? Have you published any of your writings? If so, how'd you go about publishing? If not, would you want to or not? I've loved writing since elementary school. I remember doing like poetry days and just really enjoying that like a big dork, wanting to help other kids with their poems. Continued on. I really liked English in high school. Still took me a while to decide that that's what I wanted to major in, though, in college. I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry. I'm so nervous still. But in college, yeah. So then I decided, like sophomore year, to take some writing classes. And just major in English in general. So I took some really fun classes, just like workshops. They were small, like 10 people, just creative writing stuff. And you would, get an assignment to write a short story or a poem or something, and you would write it and then come to class the next time around. And sometimes you'd have to read it out loud to the class. That's the worst. Like, just give it to people. Don't make me read it out loud to you, because I will read too fast. And then go around and people would give constructive criticism. It was really good. Nobody, in college, people are super cool, and they weren't like, this is terrible. They were just giving constructive criticism, and then you would go back and re-workshop it and keep going and just honing it. It was really good. I'd recommend it to anybody who's writing out there and going to college. I guess I've published. I have that love poem that got into my college newspaper about the woman murdering her husband. That made it into the Valentine's edition. That was pretty sweet. But I would love to write a book. I'm really hoping to use 2015 to write my novel. I have an idea for it. I just haven't really done any writing on it. So yes, that's my dream. They also asked, what is your favorite type of candy or dessert? I really like sour candy. Sour Patch Kids are delicious, and they make my tongue numb in the best way. Thanks for staying, Harley. You sick of my voice? He loves it. And I also really like cheesecake is good. Yeah. I should have thought ahead to this one. If your entire life was a movie, what title would best fit? I don't know. I think at one point, like last year, I said if I did an autobiography, it would be something like, I hate my boobs, because my boobs are always bothering me and making my back hurt and stuff. That's catchy, right? You'd go see a movie called I Hate My Boobs. Ladies? No? Okay. Somebody asked, this may have been the same person. These were all very interesting, thought-provoking questions. Standing at the gates of heaven and God asks you, why should I let you in? What do you reply? I'd say, you've been watching me. I've been a really good kid. I don't know. I have been a good kid. I think it's important to, help your fellow people. Be cool with your fellow people. If you're not hurting anybody and you're doing what you like, then cool. Do what you want. Believe what you want and be who you want. And I'd like to think that's the kind of person God would want us to be, just like chill. And I'd say, and look at this face I adopted. Do you see his tongue? We'll talk about that in a minute. If you received enough money to never need to work again, what would you spend your time doing? Probably what I did over the summer when I was unemployed for a little bit. I just wrote on here. I would just write probably and hang out with Harley. I'd probably be very lazy. I'd, make sure my family was taken care of and then, and just hang out, basically. Be a lazy little bee. If you got another, if you got another animal, what would it be and what would you name it? Before Harley, I almost got rats, you guys. Rats are cute. And I lived in an apartment where I wasn't supposed to get a dog that was going to get this big. But then instead, I just lied to my landlord and told her that he was only going to be like 20 pounds probably. Nope, 65. So I don't know. He's really all I want right now. Although German Shepherds are super cool. I was thinking about getting a German Shepherd before him. Don't listen, Harley. This the next one is about him. Okay, somebody asked, no, you have to stay for this. Please tell us about Harley, because I really like dogs, and I want to know what Harley's favorite toy is. I don't know if he has a favorite toy. He's weird. He's like part cat. Like, he doesn't play with toys very much. My parents have a black lab puppy who's actually 1 year old today. Harley hates other dogs, but for some reason he's okay with Brinkley, the black lab. And the only time he plays with toys, this guy, is when he's trying to make Brinkley jealous because he's very manipulative. Yeah, he doesn't really play much. He loves going on walks. And watch this. He really likes chasing lizards. Lizards? And rabbits? Yeah. He's really into those. If he could catch one of those, that would be his favorite toy. Do you want this last piece of cookie? So yeah, I got him when he was just a baby. I'm sorry, this is a longer video than I thought it was going to be. I apologize for my face talking so much. I got him as a graduation gift to myself after I graduated college back in summer of 2010. And I just went to the shelter and there were a couple dogs that I just found something in his fur. There were a couple dogs that I'd seen before that I thought I was going to get, and then it just ended up not working out for whatever reason. And then I went to the shelter and found this guy, and he was, I think, 3 or 4 months old. And the guy at the shelter was like, he's a really lazy puppy. And puppies are not lazy. Like, that's not a word you put on puppies. He was just really sick. And he had ear infections, and he had distemper as a puppy, which a lot of dogs, let alone puppies, survive. And so I got him, and he was just the best. But because he had distemper, a lot of his adult teeth came in without enamel, so he had to have, I think, 13 or 15 teeth pulled, which is why his tongue sticks out all the time, because he has no teeth to hold it in. Silly. That's my little guy. So yeah, 4 years I've had him. Best dog ever. And I don't know, it's like he's my first dog that was my dog, you know? But he's so good. He's a good boy. I'd talk about him for a whole video if you want. Somebody, he just punches. He just punched my computer. Somebody wrote and said, in all caps again, yelling at me, my lip just randomly started bleeding. What do I do? Are your lips dry? Anonymous asker. You should put stuff on them. Don't put lotion. But you know what I use? They have these little tiny things of Vaseline, like for your lips. And they're cheap. And you just stick it on there, and then you're good to go. And it lasts a long time. I recommend that. Don't let your lips bleed. Ouch. Somebody said, do you think you find enjoyment in the little things in life, like many of the insert girls do in your stories? And Merry Christmas Eve. It just rolled over in my time zone. Merry Christmas Eve. Do I have insert girls do that? That's awesome. Yes, I definitely do find enjoyment in the little things. I get to drive to work when the sun is rising each day, and I love seeing that. I think a lot of people take it for granted here, but we have awesome sunrises and sunsets. My mom used to say in the summer, she'd say, soak up the summer. But it's so true. You should just soak up every day, you know? Because they're all different. And there's, I don't know. I think the world's awesome. Lots of stuff to enjoy in it. So yeah, enjoy those little things. Enjoy the big stuff too. That's what she said. Somebody said, hello, Kazi. You make my heart burn like the fires in perdition. You make my eyes bleed with salt water, and you make me make sounds like an overexcited bunny. So thanks for that. Thank you for that description. Anyways, I have a question that I want your face to say in front of a recording device that makes it so my face can see your face, and so we can all have a face party. Awesome. Okay, now question time. Will you be writing any Christmas story or stories where Team Free Will tries to celebrate, but reader does not celebrate, she is atheist, then cute fluffs? I actually think I only have one more Christmas story planned for you guys, since it's tomorrow, and that's if I get it done in time. But here's my thing. If that came from your own life, if you are an atheist, you should still totally celebrate, because Christmas has become this monster that has like transcended religion, it feels like. And my brother and my sister-in-law are atheist, and they celebrate because then you get to eat treats and have presents and sit around a tree inside, and that's weird and fun, right? Anyway, maybe next year, or maybe if I stop procrastinating and get my writing done. somebody sent me, this is a different one. They said, fuck, marry, kill, brother, friend. I've never seen those second two. Last two? Brother, best friend. And my options are Dean, Cass, Sam, Crowley. I'm sorry I'm talking so much. And Gabriel. And I did not think ahead about this, so I could try and decide here. Okay, so, fuck. Sorry for the cussing. That's how they worded it. I feel like Gabriel, maybe? This is coming from a virgin, but Gabriel might be fun to fuck. Marry. I would marry Dean. Kill Crowley. He'll come back. He's fine. Just settle down. Brother Sam. That just happened by marriage anyway. And then best friend Cass. Those are my answers. I'm sticking to them. Do you see this dog? What a dork. We're almost done, guys. Good Lord, I'm so sorry. What is your favorite preference that you have done? Maybe hand holding. That was the first one I ever wrote. And I don't know why I decided to start doing those. I just thought it would be fun. And yeah, hand holding. That was a fun one. Classic. I'm sorry. Sorry about my dork answers. Okay, favorite Team Free Will. And then they said in parentheses, not just Cass, Dean, and Sam, with Bobby, Ellen, etc. Still Dean, probably. Dean always. Dean. Crazy eyes. Favorite color, blue. I wear a lot of black. I like blue, though. Blue's the color of the ocean. Lucky number, 7. That's classic. But I was 7 when I first saw the ocean. I'm talking about the ocean a lot now. All of a sudden, you're learning something about me. I was 7 when I first saw the ocean. I was 7 when I first went to Disneyland. That was a good trip. I think I attribute it to that a little bit. How do you feel about politics? Not good. I'm very, what's the word? Cynical about politics? Disenchanted? I don't know. It just feels over here like it's like a money game. Like, if you don't have money, then you're not, I don't know. Like, you know, it's bipartisan and that's all your choices are, basically, because no one else ever has a chance to win. It's just all about money. It's not about the ideas anymore. One of my friends said it would be cool if you could only see the ideas and the, like, what that candidate wanted to do and not see the name associated with it or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it's just what they were planning on doing and you voted based on that. So it's not this name game. That's kind of cool. If you could live anywhere, where would you live? By the ocean. California would be really cool. I'd love to visit Hawaii. I used to want to live there, but it's expensive. So maybe California would be cool. I went to Oregon once. That was really beautiful. I went to Bandon. What type of popcorn do you like? Are there lots of different kinds? Have I been missing out? Caramel popcorn's good. Just regular popcorn. Just put as much unhealthy stuff on it as you can. Butter and salt and stuff. What's on your wish list? I didn't make one this year. I'm bad about it. And then at the very last minute, I'll start thinking of stuff I wanted. So like I saw Amy Poehler's book in the store the other day and I was like, oh, that would have been good. BJ Novak wrote a book that looked good. I did ask for a thesaurus. I've been using thesaurus.com, but I'd like to have like a hard copy thesaurus. I don't know. I don't want for much. Would you dye your hair a different color? If so, which color? Probably not. Just because I'm not good at keeping up with stuff on my face and hair. I used to do highlights in high school, but then you had to do the roots and stuff, and I'm just too lazy for that. I can't keep up with it. I haven't gotten a haircut in like 6 months. One thing you wouldn't do on the internet. There's probably a lot of things I would not do on the internet. I was going to say chat roulette, but chat roulette is something I would not do again on the internet because I've done it before. Don't go on there. Lots of penis, unsolicited. Wouldn't do. I don't know. I think there's a lot of unexplored territory out there that I would be nervous to go on to. probably a lot. I stick to like my Facebook, my Tumblr, my Twitter, BuzzFeed, YouTube. Other than that, I don't stray very far. It's uncharted waters. Somebody said, it's probably a stupid question, but I just wanted to ask why Thursday isn't Cast Day. He's the angel of Thursday after all. Just wondering. That's not a stupid question. That's a very smart question. I have thought about that. The only reason is convenience on my part. I think when I first started the scheduling, he was the first one I started with. And it just happened to be a Wednesday. And then I just think of them in order as like Sam, Dean, Cass. So I was like, well, after Cass, then that'll start Sam again, and that'll be on a Thursday. And then I just never changed it back. And now I'm too set in my ways. I'm sorry. Somebody said, what cartoons and shows were the biggest deal to you up till you were 14? This is really going to date me in terms of my age. But SpongeBob was putting out new episodes when I was in middle school. I had SpongeBob notebooks. I was really into SpongeBob. Because one of my best friends back then met me, and the day she met me, she told me she could do the SpongeBob laugh, and she like did the thing on her neck while she laughed to make it SpongeBobby, and it cracked me up. And so we just found our niche in SpongeBob. That was a big deal. Power Rangers when I was younger. I dressed up as the pink Power Ranger when I was like 7. Harley has fallen asleep. Or no, he's pretending. He's snoring, weirdo. Power Rangers, SpongeBob, Inspector Gadget, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A lot of those I watched because of my brother, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Inspector Gadget. Boy Meets World, that was a big one. We would just gather around on Friday night and watch TGIF shows. Yeah, those were good. This last question, nobody sent in for the question video, but I've been getting like 2 a day about it because I've been making you wait. I'm very sorry. And it is, when is the next Lucky Penny coming out? And the answer is tomorrow. I have my notebook from work that they gave to me. It's like a day planner for my tech writing job that I'm supposed to take to meetings and stuff. No, I use that for writing supernatural fan fiction. And so it is filled. I have like 3 or 4 pages filled with Lucky Penny Part 11 story stuff. So tomorrow, that will come out tomorrow. I have it started on a Word doc, and I also have the like general layout for it post in my drafts with the GIF and the links to the previous parts and stuff. Tomorrow, I promise it'll be out tomorrow. I'm saying it on video, so now I'm stuck with it. Anyway, good Lord, 28 minutes I've been talking? I'm so sorry. Merry Christmas Eve to you all. Merry Christmas tomorrow, and Merry Christmas to whoever is celebrating it today. I hope you have a safe holiday and a good holiday. Harley says Merry Christmas. Just his tongue sticks out all the time. And thanks for sending in your questions. Bet you didn't know what you were getting into. I didn't either. I didn't know I was going to talk this long. Thank you. I've said it before in text posts and stuff, but from my face to your face, thank you so much for following, and for liking and reblogging and messaging and sending me your requests and just talking to me and hanging out in Fort City and just making this so awesome. Being a part of the fandom and having a writing blog and being so cool to me. I love and appreciate all of you seriously so much. Thank you. I love you. Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. I'll talk to you before then. But Okay. Bye, guys. Mwah.